Today, Precarious plays
Final Fantasy Tactics Advance.
Let us begin with great success. Oh.
Oh
Thanks,
my
game.
god. For once this game didn't just slap you in the face, go, no. No, 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 no.
The tiny little Moogle paw.
Yeah, just, yeah. Yeah. No.
Ooh, it
You
will.
thought you knew, but you don't.
I think it will get rid of boost, but I just need to. I need to pin down as many of these people as I can, so that way I can take all their stuff.
Last episode you said you were having, you
I had
had
a
said you had
counterpoint.
a counterpoint to,
Or an additional point, I should say. I don't think I'm necessarily purposefully trying to, like, upturn anything we've said so far about generic characters.
yeah.
I just wanted to say that, Fire Emblem, the more recent ones, they have an interesting solution to the same problem that I think the generic characters are supposed to solve. Because why do you include a cast of, like, infinitely recruitable generic characters? It's because, like, maybe it's like XCOM where the expected fatality rate is really high,
Or maybe they want to make the scale feel different.
or maybe it's like in Disgaea where, or, well, some Nippon Ichi strategy titles where they are like, characters are also resources, you know?
Yeah.
Like they are consumables. Like you can merge units in Phantom Brave, I think, if I recall correctly, to like pass on abilities and stuff.
It's just so dehumanizing.
Well, they skirt around the issue by, first off, your characters are phantoms. They are spirits to begin with.
Yeah,
Second off, you're not supposed to do it lightly.
right.
And third, the tone of the game, like, sells it.
Yeah, because I don't know. I wasn't there.
Right. She's just, your protagonist is a phantom master, and she can fuse the phantoms together, and it's all they have left to do, you know?
Oh, so they're just bored.
I'm pretty sure that
And
they're
she
just...
has sway over them, and they're like, oh, all right, sweetie.
Yeah, she's a little sweetheart. I like Phantom Brave, and I like the protagonist of Phantom Brave quite a bit. Anyway, those are some of the reasons why you might want to have infinitely recruitable generic characters. Or in Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, it's to allow players the freedom to experiment with different like combinations of characters, and to ensure that they have all of the characters they need to meet their needs. So,
Flexibility.
I mean, I'm thinking about dispatch missions.
Oh, yeah.
It ensures that by being able to recruit humans, this is a very basic example, but by being able to recruit humans, I can ensure that I have at least two, for example, one to keep with me because I, really rely on my paladin in every mission, and then I can have an additional human to send out on dispatch missions, and that's in addition to New Kid, who's not allowed to be dispatched. This is what I'm talking about New Kid's really fantastic healing powers, by the way. So he's at 93, so he's going to heal himself and Mel
Yeah.
for 93
Oh,
at the low cost of just 12 MP.
at the low cost of 90 free.
Not yet. I don't know if you can get... I think you can get half MP
At
in
the
this game.
low cost of free.
But, well, I mean, at the low cost of probably stealing an item from somebody and then equipping an accessory to learn it, and then... Well, maybe not an accessory. Whatever.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I think that when you talk about generic characters, they're just like a hair's breadth away from
Goodness!
just units, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I think that for me, the distinguishing factor between a unit that you are using and a generic character is a name. And I think that
Sort of like you don't name your chess pieces
Yeah,
kind
exactly.
of
Like,
mentality.
well, yeah, and you don't name your civilization units, do you? Not really. You name your cities.
You name your cities. It depends on the Civ game.
Yeah.
I think that it's possible to... Okay, this is getting slightly off topic, I think, but thinking about Endless Space 2,
Yeah.
which I played recently, even though the individual, like, ships that you have, it's possible to develop a certain level of affection for them just on the grounds that you do name the model that you make. Like, you name the loadout, kind of. So it does feel like something that you've put together, so there is, like, a sense of attachment there.
Yeah.
I remember
Well, and
feeling pretty attached, not to the individual ships, but I did wind up growing attached to the hero-led fleets. Like, I normally, based on whatever race I'm playing, I would just adopt, like, a really straightforward naming convention, like, okay, so I was playing a sort of religious zealot group recently,
yeah.
so I wound up naming, like, my offensive fleets just like an adjective, and then like an adjective that was sort of like shifty and sketchy,
Yeah.
like ritual or blood.
Yeah.
And then I would append the word knife or no, it was dagger, I think.
Yeah.
No, it was blade. That's what I settled on.
Blade.
Yeah, blade, because that sounds, it works the best with the largest number of adjectives. So I would have like ritual blade, which was like, that was like my go-to offensive team, right?
Right.
Because I needed some way to at a glance be like, okay, where's my attack fleet? Where's my defense fleet? And because they have this, in the lore in the game, they think of like the power suits, like the armor that they wear, that's like really tied into their identity.
Yeah.
I used Veil for my defensive fleet, so that I would keep around my turf to like defend my holdings. And I came up with like a naming convention like that. So my really aggressive fleet, helmed by a particular hero called like the Dark Blades,
Yeah.
or whatever, or Blood Blade. I developed an attachment to that, but again, that's something that I put there,
Yeah.
and that's like
The game
it
is
feels
still
it feels like
encouraging-
the same level of attachment that I could muster up for like a sports team.
Yeah. Well, and it still encourages you to distance yourself from the individual level and head back up to like the bird's eye view of things.
Which is appropriate for that game, because that's a game where you're acting on like usually like a planetary scale.
Yeah. It's also appropriate for a lot of sports enjoyment too, because if you get to be a fan of a team, you care about the players, but
Go Seahawks! Wait, is that a real team? Fuck,
probably,
I think that's a
don't
real
know.
team. Go Devil Marshals! Go Hell Knights!
I think Hell Knights might be one.
No, I want sports in my life immediately if Hell Knights is a sports team.
I don't know.
That sounds awesome.
Well, there's plenty of offensive shit that sports team named, but we won't get into that. I don't know, maybe Hell Knights is. There are wizards, I think. I think there are wizards. I don't know,
My
man.
favorite sports team is now the Butt Cracks.
Just, we need to leave this area because this is my my greatest valley. Like, this is the trough where I don't know anything. Like, I
The
don't.
trough of absolutely no knowledge.
Yes, it's bad here. I know that.
Absolute non-knowledge.
Like, I guess I understand the rules of football, and I know enough college teams, but mostly because they have colleges, like educational institutions attached to them.
I find football much easier to understand once you start thinking of the quarterback as a wizard.
Oh, you know I don't have trouble like rules plus games. I just don't.
Oh, I just wanted to say that.
You just wanted to say, yeah, they are quite like. Well, I mean.
I cast fireball super hard.
You cast fireball, and then somebody's supposed to catch it and then get it into a box.
Well, I like to think of it more like competitive Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles.
Oh my god, that would be so cute. Everyone needs to cosplay and then go play football. Oh!
Actually,
I'd be so down for that. That would be
what?
excellent.
If I say it out loud, maybe it will come to be. I would love to see Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles reimagined as a football style game.
Oh my gosh,
That'd be
yes.
really cute.
That would.
And you could have so many little guardsmen as the tiny race of like the little onion knights.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that'd be so cute.
Mm-hmm.
Does she have a bow on? No, she does not. Oh, I was thinking about something else relating to the generic characters versus unique characters, and I don't think I actually brought up how Fire Emblem handles that.
Oh yeah.
Fire Emblem, what it has done, it has started using a system pretty consistently where they will allow their unique characters, their named individuals, to function in the same capacity as generic characters by giving them, by giving them the ability to switch jobs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I don't know how I feel about that, because I feel like I remember less about characters from Fire Emblem Awakening.
Yeah.
I remember less about them overall because I remember less about them mechanically because they're less mechanically distinct.
Yeah. Although there are a
Florina?
lot of support conversations, though.
Well, not... Yes, in Fire Emblem Awakening. I'm thinking no in, say, Path of Radiance or Dawn of Radiance.
Oh, well, I don't.
But that said, you couldn't switch jobs freely in those games either. It is, technically speaking, a fucking mess.
You're gonna need a day to clean it up. You're gonna have to take the trash out.
A day. I'll talk about it in a day. It won't be clean in a day. I mean, jeez. Not a wizard. Not a quarterback.